Hello, Cheapskate Nation. Jeff Yeager here. I like to think that we've really gotten to know one another over the past few months, and I can't thank you enough for all of your love and support. But today I want to talk to you about the single most important subject on YouTube, one that's really close to my heart. Cats! Stay cheap. Hey, I'm Jeff Yeager, the ultimate cheapskate and host of The Cheap Life. Throughout human history, there have always been two kinds of people: dog lovers and cat lovers. Personally, I have nothing against dogs or dog lovers. In fact, I've shown you my puppy love here before. Adopting a cat or kitten from an animal rescue shelter is definitely the most humane and economical path to pet ownership. Today we're on a feline field trip at Kitty City, a facility operated by the Washington, D.C. Humane Society. It's my pleasure to welcome back one of our favorite guests, Kirsten Theisen from the Humane Society of the United States. So tell us about where we are today.
We are in Kitty City, which is part of the Washington Humane Society. It's a great facility, just like most animal shelters in this country, are a great place to find your next companion cat.
One of the things I've noticed about our cats is we just feel a lot better when they're around. Can you talk about the impact they have on the quality of life and people's health?
Absolutely. Owning a pet has been clinically proven to improve your health and improve your happiness. And that's certainly something that people, can benefit from, as well as saving money. People who have pets are less isolated. They feel like they have more of a social life. They exercise more. They tend to have lower blood pressure and lower rates of depression. So it can be an incredibly health beneficial thing to adopt a cat and bring it home. Even if you happen to not be a very active person, a cat can make a great companion in a small apartment or a home.
Right. That's why owning an adopted pet is definitely Cheapskate approved.
I'm glad to hear it.
And I've heard too that, and I've always wanted to check with an expert to see if this was true, that owning a cat, for instance, can actually lessen the chances of a child or grandchild developing allergies.
That's absolutely true. They're not sure how it works exactly. They believe it has something to do with the fact that our pets have natural dander and dust on them just from living and moving around your home. And they expose children at a very slow, low level when they're quite young by spending time with them and playing with them. And that helps children avoid having problems like asthma and allergies down the line. It can really be a health benefit for children too.
Ah, that's very interesting. It's almost like black magic.
So one of the most important things that you can do for a pet is make sure, even if your cat's 100% indoors all the time, collar and tag. This tag's especially helpful because it says, "I'm lost." If you can read this, "I'm lost," and that tells anyone who might find your pet, "I need help. Please call a shelter, please call the phone number on this tag and help me get back to my home because I don't belong outdoors. I belong with my family."
So a microchip is perhaps best, but this is a good alternative?
The microchip is great if they happen to lose their collar or their tag is lost, or if your phone number has changed. You need to keep your records updated. A microchip can help them at least know that this pet is owned and loved and looking for their family again.
My wife had one of these made for me, except it had somebody else's address on it. Speaking of saving kitties, it's time for a very special Cheapskate shout out. I want to thank Evan S. from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a 10-year-old young man who every year donates part of his hard-earned allowance to the animal shelter where he's adopted a couple of kittens. Evan S. reminds us all that being a cheapskate, spending and consuming less yourself, isn't about saving money. It's about spending less so that you can share more with those who really need it, whether those are people with 2 legs or kittens with 4. Thanks, Evan.
Not bad for a little guy. Tell us your cat story in the comment section below for a chance to win a $50 gift card. Meow.
Click here if you're interested in adopting any of the cute critters you've seen on today's show. You can also check out these great websites to find a pet adoption place near you. I'm Jeff Yeager for The Cheap Life. Remember, cheapskates have 9 lives. Stay cheap. A big cheapskate congratulations to Our Repurposed Lives for their delicious crock-pot recipe. Hope you enjoy that $50 gift card. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. And don't forget to subscribe, it's free.